Hey, NL, are you keeping up with the Uma memes? Or are you out? I'm not keeping up with the Uma memes, because I'm not on Reddit. But also, I'm going to keep my mouth shut, because no matter what I say about gacha games, if I say anything positive, normies go, oh, he's DJing. If I say anything negative about a gacha game community, there's like literal death threats. So you just, it's one of those situations where you just gotta keep your mouth shut, unfortunately. What I will say is anytime I've Googled like like new cards come out and I go like Uma Musume subreddit in Google incognito because I don't want that saved in my browser history, I expect the subreddit to be, hey, is this card any good? And it's literally 100% fan art of Super Creek in a tight sweater, which is fine. But at the same time, it's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking to see if the horrible SSR that I pulled with my free voucher has any utility whatsoever. And the answer is always, well, not until you get 8 copies of it and max it to level 50. Who's a trinket? Give me a shop full of uncommon troops to start with, man. When any troop gains a level, you get buffed. That's huge, man. I'll put 2 of y'all out there early, and then we can afford 1 more. A ranged support that can heal and empower frontline allies. We need something that literally does damage. This seems like an incredible synergy, man. Gains double XP, passive increase max level by 10. On XP received +2. This seems like this is the play. This is the play. We would like to fill the board. Range support that randomly digs up valuable treasures. Zombies are too big, man. I think we could live with a sorcerer. Reroll is kind of expensive though. And then 2 burrowers. And we're making an XP play for next time. Holy cow. Use +2 gold? Sure, man. +1 attack on selected troop. You guys are going to stick around for a bit. Go ahead. It's going to be burrowers leveling to buff sentinels. And then it's going to be a sorcerer being purchased. Any chance? Hang on. It's so doable, man. It's so doable. Look at that! Look at that! All we needed was the extra space. And they're mogged to the extreme. They don't stand a chance. The gambler. If you've rolled 3 times this turn, get +2/+3. We're not that type of beast. To be honest with you, we're not that type of beast. This might be a might be like a purchase round. I kind of want a dryad. You're a 4x2. This might be the wrong play. But I want the dryad. I don't want to waste too many resources. All troops in the front row get a buff. It's a pretty small buff now that I look at it, but you know what? It is what it is. And actually, you should be at the back. I don't know. It looks like you use a sword, but maybe you attack nicely from here. Go for it, man. Oh yeah. They're shooting like green spores or whatever. That's fine. I'm the type of beast that would go to a haunted temple and acquire a powerful demon soul. 30 health. When you roll a shop, you get a chance to gain a reroll. Why not, man? Why not? I am that guy. I'm the type of beast who doesn't need to eat food to synthesize ATP. Everybody's got one kid they went to school with who claimed to be able to photosynthesize, right? Okay, I think we continue to XP max. Roll. Power nut. +2 on selected troop. That's going to be you. You're going to level. You're going to level. You're going to continue to prepare to level. You the type of beast that could go here with a little bit of support? Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Look at this, man. We literally run this town. Reroll shop with common troops. Literally don't care. I would just go straight to the fight on that one. Everybody had that one kid in their class who started behaving like the demon of the green swamp whenever it was lice check day, right? +2 gold. Easiest play of my life. Lice check day? Kids don't have lice check day anymore? How do they check them for lice? I was that kid. They don't? I guess they're defunded or whatever. They just let it roll. We had lice check, I think, all the way up through the 8th grade. Kindergarten to the 8th grade. I would say once every 2 to 3 months. And they would never tell you in advance. It was always like a beautiful surprise. Like the assistants, the educational assistants would come into your classroom and put a chair at the front of the classroom. And then one by one, every kid would go sit in the chair and they would have like a long toothpick. And they would go like comb through your hair. And it was so ASMR. It was kind of like that. It felt so good though to get the lice check back when I had hair, at least, but it was low-key relaxing, absolutely. Luckily never happened in Germany. Listen, all I'm gonna say is you missed out. Lice checking day was kind of sick. It happened in a spare room in the office. Dude, they freeballed it in front of the whole class here. Range damage dealer? I mean, you're an uncommon. You're an uncommon sort of fella. I'm kind of interested in having you be involved here. But on the other hand, I think we could use better units. Our rerolls are free, bro. Are you seeing this? Look at that. How many people did you see have lice? Well, they played it cool. Like, if somebody had lice, they weren't like, lice, lice! They would like, I'm pretty sure they called their parents or something, and they're like, hey, just so you know, your kid has lice. Use some more units, man. Nothing's gonna stop us. They put him in the stocks and we threw tomatoes at him. Yes, sir. Sounds cruel, but it was pretty sick as long as you weren't the motherfucker in the stocks. As long as you were the dude who was throwing the tomatoes, it was pretty chill, honestly. I could fit ya. I can fit ya. It's easy, man. Easiest thing in the world. Pint of pee. It's a pint of pee to fit you in here. Look at this. You probably want like some form of protection, huh? Wrong. Ah, no big deal. What do they throw at people in the stocks before the Columbian exchange? I never thought about that, man. I never thought about it. I would challenge an elite monster. Before they had tomatoes, what the heck were they throwing, man? Probably throwing some fucked up European vegetable that's soft. They were throwing like persimmons or some shit like that. You go there, of course. Apples, that's gotta hurt, man. Also, like, they were full of shit, right? They were always talking about, like, we don't have enough food. Meanwhile, as soon as some motherfucker finds themselves in the stocks, it's like, let him have it. You're an Arcanist. Anyone here part of the knighthood? Not really. They use spoiled stuff? They should eat the spoiled stuff. I'm a little different than the average person. I don't like food waste. I guess I'm gonna double up on a succubus here. I love it. It took me a decade, but it feels good using chat's arguments against them. It feels so good to say I don't support food waste and have people be like, wait, I just lost the argument. Mogged, I'm afraid. Cost of troops reduced by 1. Random rare. I'd take a random rare troop in your next shop. Maybe there's no guidance when random rare. That was for the dude who was asking for David Berman posting. There you go. Give me a sorcerer. It buffs our sentinel. You're freaking free, man. So I'd go burrower. Now the thing is, I would love to get some freaking... I'd love to get a sergeant in there because he's free. I just don't have the capacity right now. You would actually work a lot better if it was like this and this, and like this, and this. And then if you could move back one, and then we got so much space for activities, man. I don't really like you guys being out at the front. I see the problem, you're not buffing them, but it's literally 2 shields, so we don't care. I guess we could step everybody up 1, just to take advantage of that as easily as possible. Makes a lot more sense. And the reroll's freaking free, dude. And this is +3/+3 to all troops. Obviously, we have to freeze this. For 2, would we buy a sorcerer? I would buy a burrower. Buffs our sentinels. Buy a sorcerer. Freeze the shop because we want to buy a sentinel next turn. This is crazy. This is crazy. I'd literally just launch it because I got to save up for that sentinel. You didn't lock it? Thought it was already locked. My bad, y'all. My bad. Dryad jockey! Stim the pain away. You don't really... We're not a salamander believer in this house. Okay, Dryad, video speakerin'. Beep, beep. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Pretty good. It's Spider Queen, y'all. All of NC hates you for that one? Everybody in the Nostalgia Critic hates me for that one? Do you speak for all of the Nostalgia Critics? Do you speak for Nostalgia Critic and the Nostalgia Chick? Do you speak for Linkara? Do you speak for them all? Do you speak for, I don't think I remember any of the other ones. We're talking about North Carolina? All I know about North Carolina is that Lawrence was in North Carolina, redefining bravery. We'll never be free until we end slavery. You remember that? It's from the end of Act 1 of Hamilton. Pretty close to the end anyway. He was actually in South Carolina. All right, turns out I don't know shit about North Carolina, bro. Turns out I don't know anything about North Carolina. You should? Yeah, but people from states are always saying stuff like that. They're always saying, like, you should learn about my state specifically. It seems like a great lock to a fellow like me. Don't teleport behind me. I really only have like one tanky troop, so I need you to stay on the tanky troop. You're done, bud. You like Florida? Not really. There's parts of it I like. Some of the food goes pretty hard, no doubt about that. Something about the culture in Florida is just a little, I don't know. I was gonna say they should make a GTA in Florida, but I realized they did that in 2002, called Vice City. It's the best Grand Theft Auto game ever made. End in 2026. Yeah, exactly. Dude, I think I'm gonna go reset on this one. Let's remove all troops from the field and rebuild with level 3 rares and level 2 epics that cost 0. Let's try it. Ah! Just kidding. What the hell? Okay. Ogre amplifies the buffs it receives. I mean, there's no doubt you're taking an Ogre. There's no doubt you're taking a princess, and a princess that goes in the middle is heavy, like greater than sign. Probably will pay for that too, but let's wait on it first. We know we're going to want a sergeant. We know we're going to want a succubus, which means you should probably go here. A sergeant can go here. And we got a little bit of work left. The stats are really good. What else are we frickin' with? More tanky units is good, but at a level 1, you're kind of snoozing me. I guess Sentinel's good because we get XP. The princess gives a lot of XP, so that makes sense to me. And then a Dryad to buff the front line, which is pretty ass right now, but it is what it is. And then if no adjacent ally, you're +2 gold, I snooze on that. I'll take a range damage dealer that receives XP. Move the Ogre forward. I would never, to be honest with you. I would never. 1 health, honestly, if someone said here's a potion that gives you 1 hit point, I think I would say keep it for yourself. If you think 1 HP matters that much, you need the potion more than I do. It's that simple. I'm the type of, I don't really care. 1 HP wouldn't even matter to me. That honestly, that's like a 0.01% improvement. I'd take more damage drinking the potion. And the 4/4? Oh, okay. In that case, maybe I'd consider it. But they're lucky. Scrapper jockey. Dryad jockey. Space jockey. Oh, that's... You ever see Alien? For now, let's put a burrower out here. He doesn't fit. Nobody fits, man. Yeah, I've heard of it. That's an appropriate response, honestly. Nah, too old. I think, like, so I was born in 1988. It makes perfect sense for me to not watch movies that were made before I was born. But if you were born in, like, 2001 and you're not watching movies made before you were born, you're really missing out. You're missing out on a lot of stuff. The Godfather, Casablanca, Battleship Potemkin, Dial M for Murder, Metropolis. You're missing out on a lot of good stuff, man. Terminator 3. I'll start. Change 10% of your remaining gold as shield and attack up to 50. Right now it's a 1-1. If you have more than 50, add a greedy troop to this shop. I feel like we could use more juice, but the juice has got to be worth it. On damage received, inflict damage to adjacent enemies based on shield. Yeah, brother. Yeah, that seems like a given on you. And then I would love to lock this shop. This shop looks beautiful for locking. NL, are you avatar pilled? I am if I'm on a website that asks you to choose an image to represent yourself easily at a moment's notice. Yeah. No doubt about that. I'd find exotic goods for my army, man. I love that type of stuff. Hangi Tataki. 60 health. +5/+5 to all troops seems kind of crazy. First, though, I think I'd be the type of beast to level my sentinel. And then let's get working on this succubus. Let's get working on this dryad. Let's keep the box locked. Now we have 3 gold. That changes my options a little bit. It changes my options to nothing. So I will be leaving now. Look at that XP though. And a free reroll. And they love the sergeant. They love this sergeant. But honestly, after that, I think we got a lot because we need to take this rarity boost. We got a lot of space on the board we're not doing anything with. We're ignoring the #1 Hafu rule of a battleground style game. Before optimizing the space, fill the space. Top 3 YTMNDs. I'm glad you asked. I think you got to give some respect to You're the Man Now Dog. I think you got to give some respect. My personal favorite and a formative and lasting impact on my sense of humor. Your safety is not guaranteed. Seeking Time Traveler. I have only done this once before. Your safety is not guaranteed. With Push It to the Limit in the background. I don't know what else I'd be looking for. Maybe Lindsay Lohan Never Changes Expression. Call on me, call on me, call on me. That might be one I would look for. Viewers here younger than YTMND. There's viewers here who are like senior software engineers, aka they don't code anymore, who are younger than YTMND, I'm pretty sure. Let's use our rarity boost. Princess Jockey that has more health so that she doesn't die to the succubus stealing all of their health. You know what's crazy in the movie Downsizing? I know a lot of people hate it because it's like a bait and switch, that you think it's going to be a movie about like what life is like if you're really small, but then like as soon as Hong Chow shows up, it's actually like it makes the viewer feel bad for existing. My real problem with it, to be honest with you, why didn't they have anybody who was like, they shrunk down and then their job was to like go inside of the body and like destroy disease and stuff like that? Like if you double shrunk them, so the first shrinking makes them what, like 1/8 the size of a normal human being? If you shrunk them one more time, they could just fit inside of the body and like fist fight viruses and stuff like that. Which would be very helpful, I think, for a lot of people that gets sick a lot. That's Osmosis Jones. Osmosis Jones is a cartoon, though. I'm talking about Matt Damon. We still mog you, I'm afraid. 100% elite monster. Also, it was Bill Murray. Whatever. I'm talking about Matt Damon. Did I stutter? I want this Sentinel. I want the Sentinel. Honestly, I'm just going to say, but you're going to level up. I was going to say, I think you might be ass, but you gain double XP? Let's slot you freaking in here, dude. Let's figure out a way to slot you in here. Because you getting double XP would be huge for me. The 2-piece. And then walk them back one. That looks huge, man. That looks huge. I mean, literally my Ogre solos you, so I wouldn't worry about too much here. Still not sweating it. Whatever. How much? Very nice. 50. It's okay, because here come the levels. Look at that. You buy the Super Sentinel. You buy the Super Mage. Or no. During combat, deal damage to all adjacent enemies based on your attack. That's got to go on you, bro. Dude, my princess is going to die. I need to move them out of the line of the succubus. Spellblade. You're going to be very strong. You can't get hit by the succubus. I'm going to place you. It's not ideal, don't get me wrong. It's the Dryad's turn to pay the price, man. I'm going to put you here. Here. You're going to go here. I'm going to find a place to put you. You kind of stink, honestly. You could honestly, but you're buffing every turn. You're a 3x3. Once you go here, you go here. You got to exist. The princess should still exist. Perhaps thusly. You don't really need to exist. No disrespect. Come on, man. Come on. It can't be done. I say we launch it. You know what? You do kind of suck. Actually, that's a good point. Not to mention he's going to die anyway. That gives us the ability to put you here. Shaman. We don't have all allies with the same name. We do like Sentinels, though. The machines trying to figure out what machines to deploy against the Nebuchadnezzar. I know the Sentinels didn't work last time, but what if we just sent more Sentinels? We don't have any fucking EMPs. Owns. We don't really like any of these. We have 26 gold. This is... Wow! I still think you suck. Roll again. Inheritance. On death, get 1 gold. Literally don't even care. Flawless, next battle, 1 gold for every troop that survives. I find it not super relevant. This I find very relevant. The order was all screwed up though. More succubi. And lock the shop. It's free money. Free money that costs 5 gold, greater than sign. Alright, nothing's stopping us this time. Except maybe this guy who stopped us last time. It's a succubus. It's a sentinel. It's a scrapper. It's pressing the fight button and hoping for the best because I've lost control of the strategic thread. Guys, I think we're gonna make it to World 3. Please? Don't make a fool of me. Huge! After 3 hours, I finally found the issue why my emotes weren't loading. Cloudflare DNS has performance issues in Frankfurt data centers. Do you want to be the person that's gonna call in the support ticket? Hey, and how did you find out about this issue? How can you replicate the issue? I typed Joel in chat, but I didn't see a spinning fish. I just saw the letters Joel. I would call it in. I don't mind. This is huge, man. Every 5 rolls, your shop will only contain troops from your army. This is perfect for our build. Boss, I need to watch more gambling streams, man. I've been slacking. Thanks for playing! Boss! Well, okay, we'll slash marker that.